In London, stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the New Orleans Saints.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Again, everyone, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Throwing to start the drive, Herman. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So the Jets now in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Clark. And he rifles one incomplete. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Clark. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 20 carries, 64 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt, they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Off the play fake, Herman. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His throw incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herman. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles, and it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now you look at this Saints defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give left side. Bush fights loose. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Jets at 14-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 44. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Bush. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one,
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Brandon Smith picks it off.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
New York set to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Clark now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. They drive there, only spanning 3 plays. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. And they'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the first down. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herman able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herman. The back foot throw there is incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And New York set to take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Gonna look deep for Wilson, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Clark. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Clark. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Mitchell, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
In motion right is Wilson. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Clark on 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Clark. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And Wilson in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Clark to throw. To throw on 2nd down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
On the delay, it's Bush. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Bourne going to go in motion right here. On 1st down, they stick with Bush. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Look at this, a tight end carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal. Yeah,
it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Miller. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Jets will take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Look out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Clark. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw again. Finding Bourne here over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Clark. Open man here is Conklin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Falcons who were able to come away with the victory. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. Finally, let's get to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And at halftime, they trail the visiting Seahawks in that ball game. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both...
He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clark. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Clark. Open man is born. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Bush trying the middle. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Clark on 1st down. Caught by Wilson. Line. Now Clark looking to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. first and goal, Bush. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Try the right side with Mitchell. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Operating from the gun, Herman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Here we go, set, yellow, 43.
First down, here's Mitchell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Herman throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Herman. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Clark looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
A give. This is Bush. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Looking to throw. Clark. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Ready, 45, 1.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action here on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Herman. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
To throw on 2nd down. Herman. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. This is Bush. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Milton Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Following the run back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing to start the drive. Herman. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's to the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints coming out now to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing after the interception. Herman. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herman. That escapes the sack. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Herman. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Herman. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. On third down, Herman setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So it's Saints football as we get you reset, and they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That is caught past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Cooks on the quick slant. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll start on the ground with Bush. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Jets, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.